Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Don't start until I say.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible? Please let me know through the chat box. Nobody is letting me know whether I'm audible or not. Glad to hear from you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. And I can see a lot of participants, a lot of interested people are joining in. It really fills my heart with great pleasure. And especially Sri Krishna Grammar High School, wonderful, welcome. And Kautilya, the school, wonderful. And somebody has mentioned, I'm not really sure. They mentioned, tell me neatly and explain neatly, please. Uh, does it mean that I'm not explaining neatly or correctly or in an understanding way? Am I not explaining? Please let me know that. I'll correct myself. Wonderful. I'm really very impressed and excited actually looking at your chats because many people have said I'm very interested, I'm very excited. It's really very good. It's a good start, and curiosity it shows in you. So I'm really happy about it. So without further delay, let's dive into our today's session webinar. Before we start, welcome to Viswam Edutech Spelling Bee International Premier League. As all of you know, as a part of English program, experiential English learning, we have the spelling bee. And this academic year, we are taking this English spelling bee into 5 different levels and including the international level spelling bee competition. And the name we named is Vishwam Edutech Spelling Bee International Premier League. So I heartily welcome everyone to our webinar, and this is going to be the 11th webinar. And I kindly request all of you to subscribe to YouTube channel, Vishwam's Edutech YouTube channel, so that you will be able to view all the webinars and much more are awaited, and you can get much benefit out of all these webinars, I mean all these videos. And as I've been consistently talking about the consistency, the perseverance, let us start today's webinar with a beautiful quote. It is not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It is what we do consistently. Whether you take a six pack or whether you take your academic subjects, whether you take your health, mental health, or spiritual health, everything has to be consistent. Everything demands consistency. Only then you can become successful in whatever you're doing. So before we get into today's webinar, let us have a quick icebreaker or brainstorming session. So you have to complete the sentence with one word. Just with one word, you have to complete your sentence, the following sentence I'm showing you. So all of you be ready with your pen and paper. And the moment I show the question, you need to write the answer. And I already explained the difference between the chat box and the comment box. Chat box, the moment the webinar is over, we will not be able to see your chats. So I kindly request you to put your answers or questions in the comment box. So it's my request. So let's dive in. The first question, answer with one question, one word. Discipline is the dash of success. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. The next one, curiosity is the beginning of dash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The best way to learn is to ask dash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. I hope all of you might have written answers. Wonderful. In chat also, I'm getting a lot of answers. It's really wonderful. Is somebody is mentioning or is sleeping now, sir? Oh my God. Should I take this as an insult or a little spirit way? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sleeping now and there is time to sleep. And now let us just have a glass with answers. The first question, these are the answers. You can check your answers with the questions. The first answer is foundation, the second answer is knowledge, and the third answer is questions. Well then, let's take a quick review on this about the last webinar. Last webinar, we had seen a few sounds. The sounds are, the first sound is writing capital Z in between two forward slashes. The sound is, zoo, zebra, zero, lazy, music. And the second sound we had seen is sh. It is written like a small f in between two forward slashes. Ish. The sound is ish. Ship, shoe, sugar, wash, fish. And the next sound we had seen is j. The sound is j. It is written like three in between two forward slashes. The sound is j. Measure, treasure, vision, leisure, mirage. So these are the three sounds we had seen in our last webinar. And today, based on the last webinar, let us take a quick assessment. All of you ready? Again, keep your pen and paper ready. Take this quick assessment, and it is not the assessment for today. This is for your understanding of the last webinar sounds. We had just reviewed three sounds. So regarding this, we will have a quick assessment. Now, I'll just give you 15 seconds time. The transcriptions are given and you need to write the words. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Wonderful. Time up. I hope you would have written all these six transcription. Let's check our answers. Now look at the screen for answers and try to correct yourself. Wow. Wonderful. I hope you did your correction. And I can see in the chat box itself 4 out of 6, 6 out of 6. Wow. Wonderful. Bravo. Bravo. Wonderful. Great job. I really appreciate on behalf of Viswam Edutech. Now, before we get into today's session, let's have a quick session, Q&A session. That is question and answer session from last webinar. The first question is asked, what is the transcription for spelling bee? I don't know whether they are checking my skill or not. So this is the transcription for spelling bee. You can kindly note it down. Of course, if you can Google it, you will get it. But still, you wanted me to check. So this is a transcription for spelling bee. The next question, one candidate, one student or teacher, I don't know, you have mentioned your answers, and in that, two answers are correct. The first one and the third one. And the second and last one, I've given the right phonetic transcription. You can refer to that. So the third question I got is why spelling bee is important. It's a valid question. I really appreciate. I just came across an article which says if you know 1,000 words, if you have 1,000 words in your vocabulary, you will be called the survival level fluency. If you know 2,000 words, if you know 2,000 words to 3,000 words, you will be called the basic level fluent speaker. If you know 3,000 words to 5,000 words, you will be called as decent fluent speaker. If you know 8,000 words to 10,000 words, you will be an excellent and fluent speaker. If you have more than 20,000 words in your vocabulary, you will be called the high level fluent speaker. To speak English fluently, we need a strong vocabulary. That is the reason, in order to develop the vocabulary among our students, we have spelling bee. Not only that, by learning the spelling of words, students learn the correct pronunciation of words. So it is dual benefit. One, they become very strong in their pronunciation, and the second, it's going to help them to be high level fluent speakers. That is the reason spelling bee is important. And apart from all these things, when they go for competitions, they gain multinational, multi-level talents. That is the reason spelling bee is very important. Now I'm getting another message. Your some black screen is disturbing the screen, I hope. And I kindly request our technical expert to fix this up. I kindly expect our technical expert to check this. There is a black screen which is hiding maximum. So what to do about that? All right, just give me a moment. Some schools are facing a little trouble. There is some black screen which is hiding. So meanwhile, let me just go to the last question. Why is English important? I don't know whether to take this as a funny question, or they really wanted to check my competent. I don't know. Why is English important? For this, I can ask a simple question. Why education is important for everyone? So whatever answer you give, that answer is relevant to why English is important. Because English is globally accepted language, and it is also called an international language. If you just master English, or if you become an expert English speaker, you can rule the world. There are plenty of examples. People who became very famous, very rich, and very prominent personality here, we can see their communication is very strong. In other words, I can say Winston Churchill, Nelson Mandela, Abdul Kalam, Swami Vivekananda, all these people, what they have in common, it is just their communication. And especially English communication, it is speechless. If you have a strong English communication, you can rule the world. That is the reason English is important. So I think it is sorted out. Kindly check once again. Otherwise, kindly leave the meeting and join back. Wonderful. Along with that, I could see a lot of people are posting in their assessment scores for the last webinar. 3 out of 3, 4, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 9, 4 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Wow, it's really impressive. Actually, there is a small black colored box That means we turned off the camera. That is the reason it shows a little black color. If it is hiding your screen, please let me know. Otherwise, it's okay to go, I believe. Wonderful. Let's dive into our today's session. Today, we are going to discuss about the approximants. Approximants, if you want me to describe what are approximants, it's very simple. The organs of speech, one is very close to the another organs of speech. That is the reason we call these as approximants. As all of us know, the organs of speech: lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, tongue, upper palate or soft palate, velum, glottis, everything. So all these are called organs of speech. The organs, the organs which help to produce sound. So these organs of speech, each one is close to the other organs of speech, not necessarily touching. That is the reason we call these as approximants. And what are the sounds? The first sound is ill. Ill. It is written like capital I or small letter L in between two forward slashes. The example words: lamp, light, late, love, look, life, little, long, leaf, low. The second set of examples: last, live, lake, line, loud, lucky, learn, leave, list, land. The last set of examples: local, level, library, later, lesson, leader, lonely, loyal, language, lunch. The second sound we are going to see is the sound R. R. Small r written in between two forward slashes. The sound is R. As I already suggested, whenever R comes, you please kindly let us roll our tongue inside. It's R. R. The example words: red, run, read, write, road, room, rain, rock, river, rise. The next set of examples: real, rise, round, rich, ruler, ready, ride, right, reason, return. And the last of the examples: radio, rabbit, reach, real, result, relax, remain, report, rule, royal. Wonderful. And the next sound we are going to see is W. W. The letter is W, which is written in between the two forward slashes. The sound is W. In other words, keep your mouth into O shape. W. The example words: water, wall, wait, well, win, way, word, work, world, women. The next set of examples: wonder, wish, weak, warm, west, white, while, wild, welcome, watch. The last set of examples: walk, worth, worst, wheel, weak, wound, wheat, wave, wisdom, wonderful. And the next sound we are going to see is it is written like small j in between two forward slashes. And the sound is yeah, yeah. The sound is yeah. Yes, you, young, yellow, ear, youth, use, unit, usual, university. All these words have the sound yeah. The next set of words, Europe, yesterday, yourself, youngish, yacht, yield, yoga, yogurt, your, yours. And the last set of examples, earn, yard, youthfulness, yarn, yesterday, yet, yummy, yoke, yourself, joystick, joy, stick. Wonderful. So all these words have the sound y. Now, just for clarity, let us see all these sounds in a sentence. The little rabbit ran around the wall. Little, rabbit, ran, wall, w, and ill. Will you read the yellow book later? Will, w, and ill. Read, yellow, y, and ill. Later, ill. Yesterday we walked along the river. Yesterday, we walked along the river. Your loyal friend will always wait for you. Your loyal will always wait for you. You. Wonderful. It is time for the assessment. I hope all of you are ready with your pen and paper. And I'll give you only maximum 30 seconds. About 10 words are there. So you measure 3 seconds, one word. You should be as fast as possible. Ready? Wonderful. Start. Your time starts now. Already started. 10 words are there. Make it as fast as possible. The transcriptions are given and you need to write the words. Wonderful. The time up. Now look at the answers. Make the correction for yourself. Again and again, I'm repeating, please don't put your answers or scores in the chat box. As I said, once the webinar is complete, we will not be able to check your questions, concerns, scores, everything. So kindly note it down. And once the webinar is over, in a few minutes, it will be uploaded in YouTube. And then you can put in the comment box. All right, I'm extremely sorry for the inconvenience. You're not able to see because of that black screen. We'll fix this out. I'm extremely sorry for now, and kindly apologize. And from next time, make sure that black screen is not disturbing anymore. Wonderful. I can see a lot of people are getting 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Brilliant, brilliant. It's just brilliant. And all these scores, do you think, as it come, have these scores come only from today's webinar or last week's webinar? It is the effort of the consistency. Our students have been consistently making it. All right, whoever is not able to write your answers because of that black screen, kindly let us know through our Viswam representative, and we will send you this questionnaire one more time, and you can do that. So just by looking at some of your scores, we can see you're progressing wonderfully, which makes everyone happy. You will be happy, obviously. Our teachers will be happy, and our schools will be happy, your parents will be happy, and even Vishwam is extremely happy with your consistent progress. And I'm wishing you all the best and congratulations for this much progress, but this is not enough. Much more are expected. I'm kindly requesting you, all of you, to just keep on progressing with your dedication and involvement along with consistency. So having said that, thank you all very much for your wonderful time and happy learning. And I hope to meet you all soon in our near future in our next webinar.